This is Squidward's house. It's gotta be the most famous moai-shaped house in all of fiction, but that doesn't mean it makes much sense. Like, tell me, what does this door on the right lead to? Did you say a bathroom?
SpongeBob, what was that noise? What have you done to my living room? Skin me alive and drench me in boiling oil!
Well, it all looked kind of faded.
I told you just to paint the faded spot!
Well, you'd be correct. There's the couch under all that blue goop. Oh wait, did you say a staircase?
Hello, misery.
Well, good news, you're also right. Well, maybe more so half right. There technically isn't a door in that scene, but you know, same entrance, so it sorta counts. Alright, last question. Do you know what's wrong with this scene?
SpongeBob, what are you doing?
If you know what's wrong there, you spend too much time watching the show, just like me. If not, well, stick around. You'll understand soon how this little scene completely destroys all Euclidean logic. So grab a Krabby Patty and a Diet Dr. Kelp. I'm showing you exactly how Squidward's house works, or rather, how it doesn't work. Now, before we truly begin, I gotta be honest with you real quick, there's no real floor plan for Squidward's house that's, like, out there, like with the other videos that we've talked about in the past. I know, truly heartbreaking. That means we're gonna have to take the time to make our own by piecing all of this house's lore together. With that said, let me get one thing clear. We know Squidward's house has 3 floors because of 2 specific instances. Take a look at this bit from the episode, no pictures please.
And stay out!
Yeah, that's one way to get a look at the full side view of Squiddy's house, and as I said, we got 3 layers there. But if you want a less wacky confirmation that Squid has 3 floors in his house, here's a clip from Chatterbox Scary that'll soothe your senses.
And up here, you'll find my true masterworks.
Yep, that elevator clearly had 3 levels labeled. So now that we know how many floors we're dealing with, let's figure out what's on each of them, starting with the first floor. I think most people will recognize this one and its calming green walls, and of course, we get a few mainstays to it. For starters, we have the main living room. In this shot from Christmas Who, we actually get a pretty solid bird's eye view of the whole area. We got couches, a bookshelf, the dining area, and off camera in the back is likely the kitchen portion, which, yes, Squid definitely has, as we see in Squid's visit. Remind me to come back to this later. It doesn't make sense. You'll see. It's also been confirmed that this first floor has a bathroom, as we see in the episode House Fancy.
SpongeBob, what was that noise? Skin me alive and drench me in boiling oil!
Look past the bluish paint and notice the couch and green walls. That's the living room, all right. And that door that Squid came out of leads straight to a bathroom. The first floor also has a weirder addition that we see in the episode Squidward the Unfriendly Ghost, a closet, and more importantly, a hallway leading to it.
Where?
Here, Patrick, it's this way.
Oh, coming! How are we gonna clean up all this mess?
It's easy.
And yes, that wasn't just a one-off hallway either, as we can actually see it again in Squid's visit.
Just get the vacuum and go home. My bathroom.
And hey, as you saw, that clip also gives us another instance of this floor having a bathroom, meaning I think that's all but confirmed. The last thing we know for mostly certain about this floor is that we've got a window at the back. Take a look at this scene from Naughty Nautical Neighbors. And here it is again in the episode House Fancy.
SpongeBob! How long have you been spying on me?
What day is it today?
Yeah, the writers really liked having SpongeBob be kind of creepy during these seasons. But with all those fundamentals on our first floor laid out, it's time to throw all that out the window. Yeah, even on the first floor, things just don't make much sense. Let's start off by tackling what I was alluding to earlier, the kitchen. Here's another clip of it from the same episode I showed of it earlier, Squid's Visit. That episode will be coming up a lot today, by the way.
And just a touch of pepper.
Same green walls as the first floor. Heck, you can even see that back window again. So, how do things get screwed up? Well, when Squidward gets mad, look at where he yells at SpongeBob from.
SpongeBob, I am trying to cook. Will you keep it down?
Oh, hey, Squidward.
That there is undoubtedly not the ground floor. You can even see red or orange, at least not green walls through the hatch if you look closely. Now, of course, maybe Squid just ran upstairs to give SpongeBob a proper yelling, but that argument isn't exactly supported by this next shot.
Okay, Squidward.
Sponge.
And we're right back to the green walls of the first floor. Golly, that just makes all the sense in the world. I don't know, maybe you could say he ran up and down the stairs a ton for that, but I beg to differ. But maybe you need a more firm case of Squid's first floor just not making sense. Well, here you go. Remember that back window? Remember how it showed up fairly consistently? I mean, it's already made an appearance like in 3 separate episodes in this video alone, all in the same location too. Well, hope you're okay with it shifting a little. Take a look at the episode Bunny Hunt.
Typical. I always forget something.
Suddenly, the back window has been shifted up a floor, which is bad enough, but to make matters worse, it's also been replaced by a new door that leads to a garden. And let me tell you, this garden can never decide whether it wants to exist or not. Like in Naughty Nautical Neighbors, it very blatantly was not there. It was just a whole bunch of sand. But then it decides to randomly show up again in the episode The Curse of Bikini Bottom. And yes, the back window is now just missing entirely, not even shifted up. Sweet, good golly goober, what is happening? But we still have one more little inconsistency to talk about when it comes to this floor. A door. Here, take a look at this shot in the all-time classic episode Enchanted Tiki Dreams.
I'll see you after work, and we'll have a nice, relaxing evening.
That there was another solid view of the entire living room area. Pretty similar to the one from Christmas Who as well, except this time we see the kitchen too. But tell me this. What does the door on the right lead to? Well, would you believe me if I told you it led to the stairs to the next floor?
I'm home.
Well, thanks to the episode Are You Happy Now, we now have proof of that. Yes, it does lead to a bunch of stairs. Just disregard that the door was removed. But wait, some of the more sharp-witted folks watching this video may have noticed something. Shouldn't that be where the bathroom is? Well, actually, yeah. Remember this scene?
SpongeBob, what was that noise? Skin me alive and drench me in boiling oil!
That's the same door that should lead to the stairs. I mean, wasn't the bathroom in that hallway from earlier in Squid's visit too?
Just get the vacuum and go home. My bathroom.
Oh wait, actually that begs the question. Where the heck is the hallway and closet supposed to be? Maybe it should be accessed through that door instead of some stairs.
Hurry back, Squidward!
Gotta find that vacuum and get out of here!
Well, actually, wait. There's the stairs being accessed through the right side door yet again. Heck, we even see the kitchen counter through the doorway, confirming its location. And that's in the same episode as the one where the hallway leads to the bathroom. So where the heck is the bathroom then? I actually may have an answer to that shortly, but to really understand it, first we gotta cover the second floor, aka the bedroom. At least if this image is to be believed. And I mean, honestly, from that image, it looks like we don't have too much to deal with, so this should be a cakewalk, right? To start off with, we got the actual bedroom area itself. Here it is in Are You Happy Now?
I might as well go to bed.
And as you can see in that clip, as well as in the image where Squid is split in his place in half, there's also 2 doors on the sides of his bed. So what do they lead to? Well, the one on the right seems to be a bathroom, as we see in the camping episode.
Finally, the weekend is here.
And we can also see it in this iconic clip from Have You Seen the Snail?
Don't they know I'm busy spoiling myself?
Just look at that wall behind SpongeBob and Patrick. It's dark and blue, just like the rest of old Squid's bedroom, and his personality for that matter. Seems like this bathroom also has a window too. Interesting. We'll get to that later. But what does that door on the left lead to then? Well, honestly, don't really know. I'd say it could be the way to the stairs, but that clip I showed you from Are You Happy Now is actually Squidward coming up from the stairs, so it can't be that. For now, let's just move forward a bit. We also have this closet in Squid's room, as shown in the episode Employee of the Month. But that's... I know I have to keep saying this, but we'll get to it, I promise you. For now, look past the blatant issue here and focus on the metal room in the background of that shot. That's right. As you may have guessed from that clip from earlier, Squidward's house has a full-on elevator in it. And yeah, that is in fact an elevator. Here it is again in the episode Sandy's Rocket.
Look at it, Patrick.
And here it is again, now with a window in the episode Sanctuary. And that's basically all we can truly confirm is in Squidward's bedroom and second floor. Now, with that said, this floor also has some major issues. And yeah, we're gonna start with the bathroom, because after that clip we saw of the closet earlier, we kinda have to. Yes, that door that led to the clock closet in Employee of the Month was 100% supposed to lead to the bathroom. So that's already a bit problematic. But then, I want you to think about Squid's second floor bathroom. Remember that clip where he was screaming in the tub? Well, check out what was going on right before that scene.
What are those Neanderthals up to? Don't they know I'm busy spoiling myself?
So, according to this episode, it seems like the bathroom has a window that lets Squid see through one of his house's eyes. And actually, this idea is supported by other appearances of this bathroom, like in, you guessed it, Squid's Day Off.
SpongeBob, he's spying on me.
And also just in the first SpongeBob movie. So, why am I bringing all this up? Well, because of scenes like this. Yeah, there really shouldn't be any eye windows at Squiddy's bedroom level if that shot is to be believed. We can see the red walls of what we'll soon understand to be the third floor, which is, well, yeah, that's not just a bathroom. Unless, of course, the third and second floors switch positions. Maybe sometimes Squid's bedroom is actually on the top floor. It wouldn't make any sense, but it'd at least explain that issue. There's a major problem with that theory, though. Take a look at this clip from Plankton.
SpongeBob, what are you doing?
Yeah, that clip is trying to tell us that Squidward's bedroom is on the first floor. I'm not even going to entertain that, honestly. That's just so wrong on so many levels. And speaking of levels, it's time to move on to our third and final level of Squidward's house, the gallery, or the arts room. Honestly, he uses it for a lot of things. Just know it's got orange walls. Here it is in its first appearance in the series, all the way back in Bubble Stand.
And now for some soothing sounds from Squidward's clarinet.
Notice also how both the eye holes to the house are in this room in this scene. That just adds more confusion to the bathroom bits from earlier. And in the episode Squidward the Unfriendly Ghost, instead of using the room for music, he uses the third floor for art.
Remember, Patrick, finders keepers.
I got it!
In that scene, we can also even see the elevator, which is a nice detail. Glad that the elevator is visible on every floor of the house except the first one, where you'd probably need it the most. Why not even bother? But the room actually became even more filled with art over time, eventually turning it into the gallery we can usually recognize it as today. Usually.
He copied all 492 of my self-portraits.
That's a whole lot of painting. Surely you couldn't fit anything else in that room, especially an entire library.
Huh?
Oh, I stand corrected. Well, surely that's just a one-off room, right?
Perhaps I can find solitude in the printed word.
Hey, Squidward, wanna play?
Well, alright. You know what the worst part about this clip is? The door that leads to the exit of the library, you know what color walls they are? Green. Why? Is this room secretly on the first floor? Where the heck would it even be? Why does everything involving this place just wreck all logic? Oh, and finally, here's Squid's fireplace, which just pops up once and then disappears.
Piping hot cup of tea with a lemon wedge. And a warm fire, cozy slippers.
And then, of course, in that scene, we once again have Squiddy look out the eye windows, which makes the order of the floors, again, just so very confusing.
You and General Nonsense over there will have to fight without me.
Patrick, you fool! I will now consider your unconditional surrender.
Honestly, this whole floor's changing, pretty much non-existent layout is problem enough as is, but I have one other issue on this floor that I should probably bring up before I tackle the biggest issue of all in regards to this house. So Squidward has 2 bathrooms at least already, alright? One on the first and second floors. Why not have a third one? Now, beyond the issue of having 3 bathrooms for one Squidward, there's another major problem with this scene. Just look at the little segment before it. That is the same bathroom as the one in Squidward's bedroom, right down to the window to the outside. So that begs the question, are these floors actually connected to each other? Are they the same floor? In the ghost scene, did Squiddy walk through the door in his bedroom to get to the bathroom and then walk into the gallery room? Despite what our evidence shows us, does Squidward's house really only have 2 levels? Should I even bother asking this considering I know there's no satisfying answer? No, I really shouldn't. Now, a lot of you may have seen this one coming, but this right here is probably the biggest logic jump for this house yet. Here's a clip from the episode The Secret Box.
Not even Squidward's house.
There it is. The first instance of Squidward's house moving on its own. Yeah, the first. This has happened quite a lot, actually. Take, for instance, this bit from Funny Pants. And of course, there's also the time it happened in Growth Spout.
I needed to lose a little weight anyway. Oh well.
And who could forget the episode Good Neighbors, where... wait, what actually happens in that one again? I forgot.
Security system takes control of Squidward's house and begins attacking the city.
How could I ever forget? Yeah, in that episode, Squidward puts in a security system that does just that. It takes control of his entire house and destroys Bikini Bottom. Honestly, if I saw that thing crawling down my street, I'd probably start praying to Neptune.
Fire!
We gotta turn this thing off. No. Nope, not it.
Nope. That's not it either.
Really hits the spot.
Where to look? This off button seems suspicious. We did it!
Now, here's my theory. What if that security system was never removed, and that's why the house is just so weird? Sure, maybe that wouldn't explain why the house was weird before Season 4, and it especially doesn't explain that secret box clip which came from Season 2, but you know what? Maybe the security system episode came first in the SpongeBob timeline, and it certainly explained why the house just straight up disappears in some shots of the show. You aren't fooling me, Squidward's house. I know you're usually in between SpongeBob and Patrick's places. So yeah, it absolutely is 100% confirmed. Squidward's house is alive. That clip where it just disappeared was proof that the house got up and walked away. Who knows? Maybe it went up to land and started a life of its own.
What's up, everyone? How the are you?
Squidward's house in the house!
See what I tell you? He's alive! Okay, maybe that theory doesn't make much sense, but then again, neither does, like, much of anything about this place, so you know what, I rest my case. But that's all I got for y'all today, and if you want some more nautical nonsense, be sure to click the video on screen right about now. Until next time, adios! Thank you for watching.